Halsey and Evan Peters give us a Halloween treat. Anybody know who Evan Peters is? No? Okay, hello, American Horror Story. Hot. So Evan and Halsey made their couple debut this past weekend. They attended Halsey's Halloween party and as juggalos, which until very recently I thought was a male prostitute, but turns out nay. And then they also went to the American Horror Story premiere as Sonny and Cher, which I, until recently, was calling Sonny and Cher. And then earlier this year, in September, they were seen at Six Flags, not holding hands like this, but holding hands like this. Yeah, okay. Apparently, at this time when they went to the amusement park, she was dating this megastar headliner singer called Youngblood. I've never heard of this person in my life, and I feel like I'm becoming my mother, where she was like, Ja Rule, I don't know Ja Rule, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to like lose touch with these artists, and I went to his Instagram. He has like hundreds of thousands of followers. Like, people know who he is, and I've never heard of this nose picker in my life. When Halsey and Evan Peters first went to the amusement park, I was suspicious because I've been cheated on. I was suspicious, and everybody on Twitter was like, guys, relax. Evan Peters and Halsey are just friends. They're just going to an amusement park together. First of all, an amusement park is not a buddy-buddy date. That is not a buddy-buddy date, okay? Second of all, you're not just friends with Evan Peters. You fuck Evan Peters. But reports are saying that her relationship with Youngblood over here ended because she was so busy. She was so swamped with work. She was so busy at work. Now, working on that. Yeah. I believe in manifestation. I don't know about you guys. I believe in the laws of attraction, like in that book, The Secret, you know? And if you guys are ever thinking to yourself, like, ugh, that celebrity is totally out of reach, he'll never want to be with me, you're wrong, because Halsey manifested the shit out of Evan Peters. Show the tweets. Seriously, this is in 2012. Seriously, Evan Peters, stop making me attracted to alleged sociopaths and accused murderers. Okay, first of all, you should talk to somebody because that's kind of weird. And then petition for Evan Peters to date me, November 21st, 2013. If you at home need tips on manifesting and shit, I've watched many a YouTube, and let me tell you this: don't let the universe bedazzle you. You know what I'm talking about? In the movie where she's like, where this guy's like, oh, I want to be the most handsome guy in the world, and he turns out to be like gay. Like, don't leave out details. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you set a specific date and time. Like, say the job title out loud. Like, what if you're like, oh, I definitely want to be a CEO. I want to run my own company. And at 98 yeyears old, you're finding a CEO, and the universe is like, oh, but I gave it to you. And you're like, no, I fucking told you. And it's like, you left out the detail. So, you know what I'm talking about? So Halsey was just like, I definitely want to date Evan Peters. However, also, imagine being Evan Peters and knowing that if you talk to Halsey, she definitely wants to hit. You know what I mean? Now that he knows, so he was dating Emma Roberts before, right? And that's a whole other like friend group. Like, that's a whole other like Hollywood circle. Oh. So whatever. So moving on. That was a whole other circle. But now he's dating Halsey. He's dating Halsey. That's a whole other like pool. There they are again. So with Sonny. And there's a whole other pool of people. And this could go both ways. I wonder who he's going to date next. Sorry, Halsey, but I feel like I wonder who's going to date next, because it could go one way. It could go to, I have a gut feeling, and I can't explain it. But I just know it. I think he's going to date Bella Thorne, and I can't explain. Ugh, they do look like they match. They do. They just look like they match. Also, okay, turtleneck. Okay. I feel like Evan would like love Bella Thorne's raw poetry, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she's so raw and real. Or Halsey could introduce him to a whole other group. I think he could also maybe match with Gigi Hadid. I could totally see it. Also, everybody could match with Gigi Hadid. Like, look at her. She's like America's sweetheart. Or Evan could go in a whole other direction and also consider dating me. We're going to take a quick break. How lovely. Thank you so much for watching. You've made my day, you've made my year. I can't wait to see you again. If you liked what you watched, why don't you just subscribe so we can keep chatting?